Nobody talks about what it actually feels like to be the person in the relationship with someone deeply sensitive. So let us talk about it honestly, because Van Gogh's story is always told from one direction. The misunderstood genius, the world that failed him. And that framing is not wrong. But it leaves out something important. The people who loved Van Gogh were not villains. They were ordinary people who found themselves in relationships where the emotional demand consistently exceeded what they had the capacity to meet, and they reached their limit, not out of cruelty, not out of indifference, out of ordinary human depletion. And here is what that experience does to a deeply sensitive person who already believes they are too much. It does not land as information about the other person's limits. It lands as confirmation of their worst belief about themselves. Every person who reached their capacity with Van Gogh did not register as a human being with their own constraints and their own needs. They registered as another entry in the case against his worth. So the wound deepened, and the next relationship began carrying even more fear than the last, even more urgency to be fully accepted before the inevitable withdrawal arrived, which made the withdrawal arrive faster, because need that carries the compressed weight of an entire unhealed history is too heavy for ordinary connection to hold for long. And the brutal mechanical irony is this: the more the wound deepens, the more it demands from relationships. The more it demands, the less sustainable the relationships become. The less sustainable they become, the more they confirm the wound. And the wound deepens further. Van Gogh needed a quality of emotional holding that the people in his life were not equipped to provide. Not because they did not care, but because what he needed was not actually a person with more capacity. It was healing that would have reduced the demand to something human relationships could realistically meet. Subscribe and turn on notifications for daily love psychology, because the next video will explain why placing your healing inside a relationship is one of the most reliable ways to destroy both the relationship and the possibility of actual healing.